Good morning, children. Hope you all are fine. See, we are all again after a long days of holidays. Now you all are promoted to 6th standard. In 6th standard, one of our subjects is social science. What is social science? It is a branch of science that deals with human society and the relationship between individuals. In school level, this social science includes subjects like geography, political science, and history. Today, let us start our first lesson from geography, the Earth in the solar system. Children, have you ever observed the night sky? Of course, many times we did. While observing the night sky, we can see loads of stars and other heavenly bodies. Along with these stars and other heavenly bodies, we can see the moon. But all these heavenly bodies is not visible during the daytime. Children, do you know why? Because the bright light from the sun does not allow us to see these heavenly bodies during the daytime. Then let us check the features of moon. Children, moon is a satellite. It is the natural satellite of the earth. Moon has different shapes and sizes. The lighted part of the moon are visible in different ways on different days. Children, can you name some of the phases of the moon? See, the phases of the moon are like new moon, crescent moon, gibbous moon, full moon, etc. See, what is the difference between full moon and new moon? See, when the lighted part of the moon is completely visible to us from the earth, it is called a full moon. Once more, see, when the lighted part of the moon is completely visible to us from the earth, it is termed as full moon or Purnima. Whereas, when the lighted part of the moon is not at all visible to us from the earth, it is called a new moon day or Amavasya. Let us study about celestial bodies. Children, what is a celestial body? All the objects that are visible in the sky are called celestial body or heavenly body. Example, the sun, the star, the moon, asteroid, meteoroids, all are examples for celestial bodies or heavenly bodies. Let us study all these celestial bodies in detail. Stars. Children, see, as you all know that when you were studied in nursery classes, we all studied a rhyme. Could you remember that nursery rhyme? Yes, it is Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. See, many poets are attracted with the beauty of stars and moon, and they have written many poems and songs about these heavenly bodies. See, what is a star? A star is a heavenly body that is made up of hot gases. See, stars have their own heat and light. Our nearest star is the sun. The sun is a star. It is our nearest star. It is the main source of energy for everything that is found in the solar system. See, when we are talking about the sun is a medium-sized heavenly body. There are many stars which are bigger than the sun, but we do not feel its size because the other stars are far away from us. Children, do you know, when we are observing an aeroplane from a distance, see, we feel it is too small, but when we get a chance to view the same aeroplane closer, we can understand that it is bigger. Just like the aeroplane, see, the sun is very huge. Then children, the sun has a pulling force. That force is called the gravitational force of the sun. The gravity or the gravitational force. This gravitational force of the sun attracts all objects, binds together all objects, and they are not flying away from the solar system. Next, children, you might have observed that group of stars are found in the sky and they formed special patterns. Such patterns are called constellation. See, what is a constellation? Sometimes while observing the sky, we can see that group of stars formed a special pattern in the sky. These patterns or shape is called constellation. You observe the night sky and identify certain constellations. The best example for constellation is the Big Bear or Ursa Major. Ursa Major, it is a constellation. See, this Ursa Major is also termed as Big Bear because this pattern has the shape of a bear. Another important constellation found in the solar system is the Saptarishi Mandal. Saptarishi constellation. See, this Saptarishi constellation is formed by a group of 7 stars. Sapta means 7. Rishi means sages. So, Saptarishi is a constellation formed by 7 stars. Children, in ancient time, people determined direction with the help of stars. One such star is pole star. See, earlier time we know that technology was not so developed. So, sailors, while traveling across the sea, they used pole star to find out the direction because pole star always locate in the northern sky. You can see this is a constellation formed by 7 stars. This constellation is called Saptarishi constellation. See, here you can see this star is termed as pole star. This pole star always lies in the northern direction. Okay. Let us learn about planet. Children, what do you understand by the word planet? Planets are heavenly bodies that are found in the sky. They do not have their own heat and light. They lit by the light that they received from the sun. The word planet is derived from the Greek word planetai, which means wandering, see, or wanderer. Actually, planets are moving on its orbit around the sun. That is why it is called a wanderer. Children, see, today what all things we studied? We studied about celestial bodies and constellation. So, all of you listen here. What is the difference between a planet and a star? See, planet is an heavenly body that do not have their own heat and light, while a star is an heavenly body that has its own heat and light. It produces heat and light, and it emits its heat and light in large amount. Hope that you all understand this topic. We will continue this lesson in the coming days. So, take your notebook and write down some assignments. Draw the picture night sky. Second one, what is a full moon and a new moon? Define constellation with examples. We can conclude whatever things we have studied today. Children, we studied about stars, planet and constellations. See, what is the difference between a star and a planet? See, planets are heavenly bodies that do not have their own heat and light, whereas a star is an heavenly body that has its own heat and light. You know, sun is the nearest planet to earth. Then we studied about what is a full moon and what is a new moon. See, when we are talking about a full moon, you should understand that on this face of the moon, we can see the complete lighted part of the moon from the earth. So, read the textbook and understand the remaining parts. Thank you.